welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are all doing well. Welcome to 2018. I hope that you guys had a bomb AF New Year's. If you follow me on Snapchat, you guys already know mine was lit. I had so much fun. I hope that you all enjoyed bringing in your 2018 with family and friends and loved ones, or whoever you decided to bring it in with. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and if you are not already, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy. So this year, instead of doing one 30-minute best of beauty video, I decided to break it up into different categories. That way you guys won't have to sit through one long video, and I can kind of spend a little bit more time chatting about the products that I'm going to be sharing with you guys, so that it doesn't seem like I'm trying to rush through everything to keep the video from being super long. So for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys all things prep and set. So I'm going to be talking about primers and also some of my absolute favorite setting sprays from 2017. So I'm not going to drag this intro on too long. If you guys would like to hear what some of my absolute favorite primers and setting sprays were for 2017, then you guys know what to do. Please keep watching. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and jump right in. If you are familiar with my channel, you guys would probably already know that I have very oily skin, and when I say very oily skin, I mean very oily skin. So everything that I'm going to be sharing with you guys in today's video is going to be products that have helped me control my oil and have helped me keep from looking like an oil slick legit 5 minutes after doing my makeup. So this was actually a little bit hard for me because I have tried so many products and have so many products in my collection, and I really wanted to really sit down and pick the ones that I found myself reaching for over and over again over the course of 2017. So that is what I'm going to share with you guys today. So first up, before I put anything on my skin, you guys know I absolutely love the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I'm pretty sure that I mentioned this in my Best of Beauty last year, and I have continued to use it all throughout 2017. This particular product is silicone free, alcohol free, and also oil free. And I absolutely love using this on my skin before I apply any makeup on my face. I use this every single day, whether I'm doing a full beat or just a natural everyday look. I spray this on my skin before I put anything on my face. It's super refreshing, and I just feel like it really helps to just prep your skin for everything that you're going to be putting on top of it. And it's really lightweight. It doesn't feel greasy or oily or anything like that. It just is really refreshing. So next up, I want to mention a couple of smoothing primers that I have really loved and continue to go back to and repurchase. First up is one from the drugstore, and it's the L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base. This is actually an affordable dupe for the Tarte Clean Slate Primer, I believe is what it's called. This is legit almost exactly like that primer, and I believe this one is about $12.99 at the drugstore. A little bit more on the expensive end of drugstore products, but for it to be a dupe to a high-end product, I have owned both of those, and this is the one that I went back and continue to repurchase. It does a really great job of just smoothing out your pores. This is what it looks like on the inside. And it just, like I said, smooths out your pores and just really helps to give you a nice smooth canvas to apply your makeup on top of. And then two other products that are more on the high end side. I have the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This one is the Pore Minimizing Primer, and also the Pure Correcting Primer. And this one is the Prep and Perfect Primer. I actually used this primer on my skin today underneath my makeup, and as you can see, like, my pores are legit, even with highlighter on top of my face. Just so smooth, and my skin just looks so flawless with this primer. I absolutely love it. If you are someone that doesn't mind spending a little bit of extra money, I think these are like around, well, this is the mini version, so if you want to try it out to see if you like it first, I think this is like $10. But the full-size version, I think, is around $20 or so. This one is perfect for travel. But if you want to try it out, pick up the mini version, see how you like it. And then this one I really love. This one feels more like a moisturizer on the skin. But I remember the very first time that I tried this out, I was literally like shook because my skin was so flawless, so smooth. My pores were literally like non-existent when I apply this on my face. I absolutely love it, highly recommend it. If you're a fan of Pure Cosmetics or if you've just tried out a lot of other smoothing primers and haven't been able to find one that you really love, I highly recommend trying this one out. And then the last few primers are going to be primers that are going to really control that oil on your skin. So typically what I like to do is go in with my primer water first, then I like to go in with a smoothing primer, and then on top of that, specifically in whatever areas of my face I tend to get the most oily, I will go in with an oil controlling primer, specifically in those areas of my face. So the first one that I want to mention, and this one will not come as any surprise to you guys, is the Becca Evermatte Poreless Perfecting Primer. Now, I have mentioned this in videos before, and I've had a couple of you guys mention that when you used it, you didn't really feel like it worked well for you, that it kind of got cakey or kind of like balled up on your skin whenever you used it on your face to control oil, you know, on your face. So the key with this particular primer, this primer is heavy duty. So a little goes a long way. You do not need a lot of this, or it will kind of have the opposite effect to what you're trying to accomplish, which is flawless, like BAF, like smooth complexion. That is what you're trying to accomplish, and if you go overboard with this, it will do the exact opposite. So what I like to do with this is I just squeeze a little bit on my finger, I rub it between my fingertips to kind of warm it up, and then I literally just press it on my face in the areas where I want to control oil. I don't apply a whole lot of it. I don't rub it all over, especially after applying the smoothing primer. I just literally rub it in between my fingers and press it on whatever areas, which is normally here and down the center of my face, that I want to control oil. And I have found, for me personally, that is the best way to apply this particular primer. So if you own this primer, or if you've tried it out and you haven't had the best luck, try applying it that way. I think that hopefully will help you. So next up, I have the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. This one is also oil free, and really if you have oily skin, you really want to try to stick to primers that are oil free, or just products in general that are oil free. But this one is a very popular one. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of it. This is actually the primer that I used on my skin today, along with this one right here. And again, I just apply this in the specific areas of my face where I know I'm going to get a little bit more oily than usual. I don't apply this all over my entire face just because I don't feel like it's necessary. I just like to focus my oil controlling primers on the areas of my face where I get the most oily, which tends to be a good bit of my face. So this is another one, even though it is definitely a little bit more on the expensive side, it is worth every penny. I have repurchased this. I have backups of this. It does a great job. If you are wanting to find something that is going to help your makeup last all night long, or for a full work day, or however long it is that you're needing it to last, this is a really great primer to use on your skin. So next up, I have the Canon Prime and Protect Mattifying Primer. This is another primer that I discovered this year thanks to Casey Holmes on YouTube. I'm not sure if any of you guys watch her, but she has very oily skin, and a lot of the products that she recommends, she has yet to steer me wrong. So I decided to try this one out. This is another really expensive primer though. It is $50, but it is worth it. So what I would recommend is, you know, try to get it when it's on sale, or when you have a coupon, or when you can get like triple points or 5 times points at Ulta or something like that. So this particular primer is actually a 2-in-1. It is a smoothing primer, and it also mattifies the skin. So this is one that I love to reach for if I'm in a rush, or one that I love to take with me when I'm traveling and I don't want to have to bring so many different primers to do so many different things. This one is going to do everything that you needed to do in one primer. So it's going to smooth out your skin, it's going to mattify your skin, it's going to control oil, it's going to do all of those things all in one. So honestly, like the second half of the year, this has been the one that I have been reaching for the most. Like literally every single day I have been wearing this primer. It's been my go-to everyday daytime primer for the skin, and I hate it because it is $50. So, you know, but it is so good, so I can't help but to reach for it. And then last but not least, I wanted to mention another bougie primer, and it is the YSL All Hours Primer. Now this one I definitely do not reach for every single day because it is expensive, and as you can see, it is not a very large bottle. But I do really like this primer for, like, if I want to do a more lightweight kind of makeup look. I wouldn't necessarily reach for this if you're going for like bulletproof, flawless, like this needs to stay on my face for 8+ hours. I wouldn't necessarily reach for this one, but I do really like this if I'm trying to do something a little bit more light, a little bit more natural, a little bit more lightweight, but I still want to control the oil on my skin. I will reach for this one. It kind of has like a sunscreen type, like runny almost consistency to it, which I guess I can show you guys real quick. It's like, you can see it's like kind of runny, but I don't mind it. Once you place it on your skin, it doesn't really have you know, any type of residue. As you can see, it just blends out to pretty much nothing. It has a very light scent, a very light kind of natural scent, but as you can see, it just blends out to absolutely nothing, and it just gives you a nice layer, a nice barrier between your skin and the foundation that you're going to be placing onto your skin, and also helps to control oil and mattify the skin. So definitely wanted to mention this one in case you're somebody that likes to, you know, be a little bougie and spend a little bit of extra coins on yourself. That one is definitely a treat yourself kind of product. Alright, so last but not least, I have 3 setting sprays that I want to mention that I have absolutely been loving throughout the course of 2017. First up, and probably my most favorite, is the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. This is their long-lasting setting spray, and it is oil-free. I cannot even begin to tell you how many bottles of this I have purchased. And most of you guys know Urban Decay has several different setting sprays that you can pick up. I actually love this one even more than the De-Slick setting spray. I kind of found that the De-Slick didn't really do anything for me. I had purchased it like a long time ago, and I used it and it just wasn't really doing anything for me. So I kind of stopped purchasing that one, and then I tried out the All Nighter, and I prefer this one so much more. This feels super refreshing on the skin, and it just gives you like a nice little, especially for me since I have oily skin, I'm putting a lot of mattifying products on my face. So this is like a really nice, refreshing kind of product to spray all over my face after I've done all that mattifying. But it's also going to help to prolong the wear of your makeup and just make sure that everything stays in place all day long, okay? So next up, I have the Scandinavia The Makeup Finishing Spray. This one is for oil control. And don't mind the top. I had to replace it with one of my other tops because the sprayer wasn't working. But anyway, this one is one that I had to mention to you guys as well, and I always mention this every time I mention this product, but if you guys were not aware, Urban Decay's makeup setting sprays are actually created by Scandinavia. It says it on the back of the bottle. So these are essentially very similar products. They probably have a few slight differences, but for the most part they're basically the same product. So I definitely wanted to mention this one because I kind of go back and forth between the two of these. This one's a little bit more accessible because you can get it at your local Ulta or Sephora. This one, on the other hand, you have to order online, but I do love both of these and kind of go back and forth between the two. And then last but not least, I have the Too Faced Peach Mist Mattifying Setting Spray. And I had to give this one a shout out because, first of all, it smells like peach, which is like the perfect way to end doing your makeup, is to spray a delicious peach scent all over your face to finish everything off. The packaging is bomb, probably the best packaging out of anything that I've shared with you guys so far. So I actually used this one on my face today, and I tend to reach for this if I really want something that's going to lock everything in and mattify my face, because these are more along the lines of like prolonging the wear of your makeup, and then this is going to be more so along the lines of mattifying and keeping your skin matte and locking all that matteness into your skin and keeping it that way. So I do really like this one. The only thing I would say, like, I guess is a con about this, not really, but I guess kinda, is that you do, I mean, it says it on here to shake. You do really want to make sure that you shake it up. And I have to make sure with this one that I hold it all the way out here and spray it on my face, because if not, I have found that it will leave little like white dots on my face, which they rub right off if you just lightly rub your skin with your finger. But I have found that if you don't shake this up and if you spray it too close to your face, it will leave little white dots on your skin. So just wanted to mention that. But besides that, this is a really great setting spray for keeping your skin matte. Alright guys, so that is going to bring us to the end of this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it and found it helpful. It's been a hot minute since I have sat down in front of the camera, and I'm just super excited to be sitting here and talking with you guys and connecting with you guys again here on my channel. So my apologies if I got a little bit chatty in this video, but hopefully you guys don't mind. And yeah, I hope that you guys, like I said, enjoyed the video, found it helpful. I hope that you took some notes, but I will have all the products that I mentioned in the video listed for you guys down below, as well as some links to the products down below for you guys. So if you want to check out any of them or learn a little bit more or just look into them, I'll make it super easy for you, and I'll leave those links for you down below. So that is all that I have for you for this video for primers and setting sprays. And yeah, be sure to come back to my channel the rest of this week. I'll have more videos from other categories of products that I have been loving this year coming for you guys very, very soon. So thanks again so much for watching. Let me know down below in the comments what your favorite primers and setting sprays are. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys very soon in my next one. Bye.